Today is Tuesday, the 11th of April for me, where I am. And it's been an interesting week, hasn't it? I'm just going to go through where I feel we're at and the very recent, including yesterday. Yesterday was huge activity. And then we'll open it up for discussion. You guys can put your cameras on it or open your mics, whatever you like. If you were either at or have seen the archive of April 1st, I detailed a lot of activity that goes back to sort of like November, and highlighted the 8th of March as a date that I personally got confirmation, howdy Mark, that we have moved. All right, we are in a completely new space that we have never been in before. And in the way that my narrative is visualized for me is we are being pulled out of this realm, but it's happening very, very slowly, bit by bit by bit. It's not a yank like we thought it might have been, or a flash or whatever. That's potentially at the end of this, but we have to get to a spot where that can happen. And essentially we've been buried under so many layers of false reality that we've been pulled through them all. Back to something that is close to the original, organic, for want of a better word. And for me, on the 8th, I got that confirmation that we are definitely now in this new space. And a lot has changed. The electromagnetic, we've all seen our electromagnetic field, and we've always been told that it's what we emanate. It's the field that we emanate. I'm more inclined now to believe that it wasn't so much a field as it was a cage. And it seems to be gone. And that is leaving people in one of two spaces. One is they feel quite expansive, or they feel quite raw, naked, and vulnerable. And it's been very emotional. But also that same electromagnetic system is what we were kind of locked into. Also gone. Now, I know a lot of people are picking up on this, what I'm calling this move, and they're interpreting it in their own way, that fits with their narrative. Some people are saying that Gaia has completed her ascension. Others are saying that we've hit 5D. Like, whatever their belief structure is, they all know something just big just took place this past month. But that's what it is for me in mine. We've moved into the next frequency band, the next realm layer, and it's more and more energetically like home, closer to the original. And the consequences of that is what I want to sort of get into today, because there's a lot of things that is affecting. One would be the parasites, and the virus, which is, the two are sort of go hand in hand. It can't be in this space. So there is we who are, and not everyone hasn't moved into it at the same time. I need to say that too. People are filtering into this space over the course of the last month and will continue to do so for some time. But when you hit it, what comes up is being able to, or being quite sensitive to anything that is virus or is parasitic in nature, whether that's a relationship, a person, any dynamic that is not of integrity, honourable, equal. It's why I haven't been able to do a YouTube. Social media platforms are very, very parasitic. You know, there's just a lot of energy sucking, and energetically, when you do something like that and you've got a couple hundred people in there, it can be quite draining. It can be fun and you can give it a lot, but there's also a lot of that. And I've just become more and more sensitive to that, which is why I've moved to this format. So I want to firstly say absolutely thank you for engaging with me in this way, in a way that is more energetically and respectful and equal, congruent. It's just, there's an honour about it, which I want to thank you for. So there's that. There's becoming more sensitive to the virus and the parasites in your life. Becoming more aware of essentially whatever programs we've got, whatever we're carrying in our body, memory, whatever, that is not supported in this space is coming up again. You know, we're finding, because every time we do this, we are refining ourselves. We're going through one sieve after another, and a lot is going to fall away. But what that led to really yesterday was big. If you've been listening to me for a while, you might remember, but back in August, September of last year, I was going through a process of cleaning, what I call cleaning my energetic signature. It felt very, very important to be pure, like to have my signature be pure and not enmeshed, entangled with anybody else's. Clean. What happened yesterday seemed to be a blast of that throughout the realm, the construct, whatever, this space. Because when some of you probably do follow Yellow Rose for Texas, you know, when she talks about the stand, that's what I think is at the end of this process. But we have to be energetically sovereign and clean. Just our signatures. And that process got kicked off yesterday. So what is that? Why? Is because when we are pulled clean. Just us. No attachments, no hitchhikers, no programs, no nothing. So how's that going to show up? That's going to show up in a bunch of ways too. There will probably be people that leave your life. You may make changes to your life. You might move. You might be drawn to different locations in terms of the energies of the places. Old injuries coming up again, or illnesses, things that you might have got locked in the body, they're not supported in this space. They'll have to be cleared as well. And sometimes it's just as simple as acknowledging that that's there. Thank you for watching. The link to the full 1.5 hour webinar is in the description below if you're interested. And if not, I will see you next time. Thank you.